Hello, long time no see. Usually when I do a new YouTube video, it's about new RENNSPORT content, and this is no difference. We recently got the Porsche Cup 992, the new one, into the game, alongside a HOTLAP competition, so you can win tickets to the Porsche Carrera Cup Deutschland season final at the Hockenheimring, which is also the DTM final, so quite a lot going on there, quite a lot to watch. So nice prize if you're in the top three. So the top three wins the tickets, a taxi ride, and everything that comes with it. Probably a nice dinner at the Porsche hospitality. You have a leaderboard in the RENNSPORT app where you can always get access to the lap times that are put down and also see in which position you're in after you put your laps down. I took the car for a spin as well. I did it on stream. I was talking a bit to all the people there about how the car drives, if it's fun, is it realistic at all? We will come to that later. Now, first of all, you will see the HOTLAP, which at that time put me on P1. I don't know if when the video is out, if I'm still in P1, hopefully. But yeah, this is the lap, how to drive the car quickly on the Hockenheimring. And after that, we talk about physics and lap times and everything. This was the lap. It was quite decent, quite good. I think here and there, with a bit more practice, you can squeeze out 0.2, I guess for sure. So 0.1, maybe even a 0.0 is possible. But yeah, that's probably the limit. But as you can already see on the lap times, it is too fast. If we look at the real-life lap times, or I had a look at them earlier, they did this year 1 minute 40 seconds, a bit over 40 seconds. So yeah, we are close to 4 seconds too quick in this car. I think it's mainly due to the downforce. I feel like this car has a bit too much downforce. Kind of feels like a GT3 with just not the front turn in that the GT3 and RENNSPORT has. But yeah, it's just too quick. To avoid confusion right away, this is the endurance spec of the Porsche Cup car. So in real life you have an endurance spec and the Cup spec more or less. So Super Cup and Carrera Cups, they drive without ABS, without TC. And the endurance spec, which we have in RENNSPORT, does have ABS and does have TC. And at first, out of the box, I drove with the default settings. It felt strange. It felt off. The car didn't have any rotation at all. It was just understeering like crazy. Especially on the brakes, you were braking and you just couldn't get the car to turn. Even when you trail braking, the car just wouldn't turn into a corner. I figured with the settings a little bit. ABS, I went up to 12, so the highest setting. And together with the brake bias, that works really well because the brake bias I turned down to 48, so it is more on the rear, which gives you more rotation. and that especially helped to get the car rotated and get the car rotated on the brakes into the corner, which it does in real life as well. You brake a lot into the corners, especially with trail braking, and through that you get weight on the front tires, which the car usually doesn't have. And with that you can get, you can brake into the corner, get the rotation you need, and get through the corner. With those settings especially, you can get the rear rotation now with the brake bias. ABS helps you to not lock the rear tires and not spin you out. So I found that to be a good setting. TC obviously off. It's a RENNSPORT thing to have it on off. It's just the fastest way. In terms of realism, it has some traits that the real car has as well, which I just explained with the braking. So now you can, with those settings, you can brake into the corner towards the apex on the brakes, which, as I said, gives the front tires weight. As you can see in my inputs, a lot of times I'm 100% until almost the apex or even until the apex, which is not the most realistic thing. You trail off quite early in the Cup car usually, but you keep the brakes on until the apex, until you hit the throttle again. Because at that point, when you hit the throttle, it starts to rotate again. You never want to idle in the car, you never want it to roll. You always want to either be on the brakes, to have the weight on the front tires, to have the rotation, to have the grip, or you want to be 100% on the throttle, so the car power slides out of the corner. The car is really understeery from 1% of throttle to 99% of throttle, in real life that is. So you really want to go from 0 to 100 as quick as possible. The car in RENNSPORT does this kind of as well. You need to be quick on the throttle pickup to 100% to make the car rotate, to have it a little bit of a power slide out of the corner. But I feel like in some parts of the track, when you're not too aggressive with the steering wheel in addition, then you can't get it rotated on the throttle. So it probably needs a bit more power oversteer on throttle. But overall definitely less downforce. I think that's where the most time is gained, and it should lose the time. We should definitely get closer to 140s at the Hockenheim ring. And that is probably where the main issue of the car is, that it most likely has too much downforce. Other than that, it's definitely, with the settings, with my settings, a fun car to drive. You should definitely check it out and have a go on the leaderboard. Maybe you're quick enough to get into the top 3 and have a shot at the tickets. Comment down below your times that you're able to achieve in this HOTLAP competition. Would be kind of interesting to know what times you drive and which positions you're in the leaderboard. And also if you enjoy the car. That's it for this time. Let's see when the next content drop is on RENNSPORT. I will definitely make a video about it. See you there.